And we're live.
Stewie's dead.
For the final round. Stewie's dead. It makes me think that... Oh, we're in the pistol round. Okay, no, this is actually the pistol round. The bomb's down. Stewie's dead back in spawn. Carson's now been lost, and time is ticking away. Well now, off to the races are we, and this one's looking good for Mythic for once. In a pistol. Check on in. They're going to need to get on that bomb. No. Nobody on it just yet. Cooper does have a kit, but he's low. One bullet will do him in. Cynic's looking to deliver that blow. He's not got it. He's not got it. Cooper's going to get away with this one. A round snatched away. While there will be... actually, both of them surviving. Ooh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. We're on over here. Come on over here. Come sit down for a chat with us. This one's turned into a 3-map series. After Vertigo, we really didn't think that was going to be the case. After a lot of Mirage, we didn't really think that was going to be the case. But an interesting second half there from Nouns allows Mythic back into it, and they just never let it go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that this could very well turn into the first potential loss for Nouns esports this season. Because, look, I mean, we talked about Mythic on Vertigo, how they can surprise people. They didn't do that. Mirage was crazy, though. And Inferno, we've seen so many classic Mythic matchups here on this map. Yes, they were on CSGO, but it's still relatively the same map. So we'll see if we get another barn burner here on an Inferno map 3. Cooper waiting, arch side, peeks out. I think he saw a leg. He's aware of the possibility. Cynic pops around the corner, and he is dealt with quite handily, although Cooper does take a lot of damage.
Carson creeping up into the angle, though. He's getting a lot of space. Actually gives it up. Backs off. They want to wrap in towards A. Instead, they give up that approach. They're just going to go a little bit more straightforward with it. Deep smoke. A little unfortunate here. Crossfire. Effective. Kills coming in hot and heavy, and Flom is not long for this world. So man advantage, as the bomb will go down here, John.
Yeah.
And let's see if Truck Lover and Stewie 2K can make this happen.
I'm surprised that was not a hard pit clear there. They worked out, though, because they had the Apps player coming in a little bit late. But they got the job done. Stewie creeping in, though, around lane. A chance to make some noise.
Here we go. CJ got another kill. It's all on a Truck Lover now. And he will falter. As we're going to bring our beautiful faces right back in. Because you just can't get enough of us. You got to see our faces.
Absolutely.
We just know how dang pretty we are. So tell me about the pineapple shirt, John.
What do you want to know about it, Mike?
I don't know. What's the lore?
I don't know if there is any lore. I mean, they are pineapples. They're rainbow colored. They've got their glasses. They like drinking pina coladas. They are not cannibals. They just enjoy a good pineapple drink. I guess they are cannibals, aren't they? Oh, that's kind of sad. I have cannibalistic
Do they enjoy getting
pineapples.
caught in the rain?
What? I don't know that reference, Mike.
You don't know the reference between pina coladas and getting caught in the rain?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought we were
John.
Talking about cannibalism for a second with the
Wasn't
pineapple
talking about cannibalism. I was getting you off the cannibalism track that you had just walked yourself down. I was trying to reboot it.
You asked for the lore, right? So I'm giving you lore.
There you go. You're giving me lore. Cannibal Cult Pineapple Massacre. That's my favorite metal band. Well, hopefully we're going to be hopping back in here in a second, because we are going down a strange path right now. Much like this series has gone down a bit of a strange path.
Yeah,
but,
it really has.
You said it. Look, Mythic have some juice, and they've got a major winner now with them in Stewie 2K. So, hey, maybe that's all the juice they need to get back to their winning ways.
It's been a while since that major. I don't know if that's going to have much of an impact, but he is definitely a strong player still. I mean, you saw the way that he performed on Mirage. I think that was his best map so far with Mythic. No, I don't think it was his best map with Mythic so far.
Absolutely. Playing Connector, playing Cat, doing some good work there in the mid fight. A tough spot to play against Nouns. It does seem like this is going to be a little bit of a longer issue, so we're going to take a quick break, folks, and hopefully throwing a break fixes whatever it is. We'll see you in a flash.
break up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, what you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue? I'm feeling kinda used, yeah, like a drug that you take when you're sick of crying all your tears away. Is that all I am? All I want is for you to be happy. You know this ain't healthy. Do I make you happy? How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, what you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue? I'm doing everything he doesn't do, but I'm still not enough. Even your parents know I'm good for you, but I'm still not enough. You wanna be done with him, you're stuck with him, 'cause you don't have the guts. And after all I've done, I'm still not enough. Still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue?
And we are live into the fun. Thanks for bearing with us there. A little server swap matchmatic joy. Fun. Woohoo! But what it is what it is, what it is, what it isn't. And what it is, John, is the Nouns have the guns, and Mythic, they don't have the guns.
They don't. That is an apt description of this
You need
round.
the guns, John.
I mean, in Counter-Strike 2, you don't need the guns. You need the deagles, so you're good.
Nah. You need the guns. The guns, they help.
Yeah, I suppose so. Mythic's got a decent setup here onto the A site for the impending push from Nouns. Carson will lead that charge. Oh, they have to hard clear mini pit. Hate's waiting here. He's got the 5-7, which is very lethal, and oh wait, maybe he's not actually. He might be near Park. Either way, he is going to get a frag here onto Carson before he gets traded out by Marky. 4v4, A site under the control of Nouns.
Bomb down. Desperate swing from Stewie 2K, putting CZ bolts down range in the smoke. And it did work. He was trying to attempt a player through to fight him, but he wasn't ready for the fight itself. 2-1 is the scoreline for Nouns, and 4 alive here. He's going to put some nice fat stacks in their back pockets.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mythic, on the other hand, will not have fat stacks. They have very thin stacks, nothing available in terms of cash. On their side, Cooper, 2.9k, but he's probably just going to save that for the big green. And on the other side, well, they are sitting pretty, as you mentioned. So they're just going to continue moving along with these Galils until they no longer have them in their hands. Mythic, on the other hand, are going to send 3 players. Thought it was going to be 4 towards B and stack it up, but they decide for 3. The other one hangs back towards CT, but they've only got the USBs, nothing else. Cynic spot some information. Nouns probably won't back off even if they know back, and well, Cynic will go down. But there's another dink. We'll just be careful. Frag's coming through. Possibly. No. CJ calms things down.
Good to see CJ back to it. He was very quiet on Mirage, very uncharacteristically quiet. We've seen him come out roaring in Counter-Strike 2, and, well, last map, more of a light meow for the king. Cooper gets lucky. B-Wills might run out of ammo before he finds him. But it was just a matter of inevitability.
Yep. So, Nouns get off of that brief break, and they continue to be dominant on their T side. At least they're back to their dominant ways, the way they looked on Vertigo, with a 3-1 lead. We'll see if that continues as Mythic get their guns back out for A1Ss and the AWP for Cooper, who was a standout performer on Mirage. I mean, we talked about Stewie being important in the beginning of the map. It was Cooper in the latter part and in overtime that just stood on his head for Mythic. Flom as well. I mean, I think everyone, like I pointed out before, was very good with that extra bit impressive. Cooper, speaking of which, holding the angle where he will be challenged quite a bit, eats the nade down to 66, backs off, Molotov thrown for sandbags, and Cooper misses the shot onto Cynic. But I think that gives Cynic enough information to say, okay guys, let's reset ourselves here. Maybe we don't have to commit to this, or at least convince Mythic that they're backing off.
They're just waiting. They got the banana control. They're going to sit on it for a little bit. Maybe give Marky a chance to work, but this is going to be a B exec.
Yeah. Could always fall off. It's still, there's like tons of time on the clock.
There certainly is. This is Nouns. They're going to commit. Cooper fighting ahead of his smoke. The flashbangs are good, though, and now Cooper has to back away. That's going to concede the site. Almost certainly concede the plant.
Oh!
Unless you hit shots like that, Coop. All right, someone check him, PC. That's one where if you're Marky, you feel like you just got struck down by a bolt of lightning. There's nothing you could do about that one. Still, man advantage is what he's giving them in the post. Bangs around the corner. Flashbang's very good, but Cynic blinded up, still on the angle. Oh my goodness, they've clean swept them off of it. It's Cooper who starts it, but it's his teammates who close. This time enough for the defuse. That's a massive retake. Look at the health remaining for these Mythic players.
Yeah, it was very odd positioning for Nouns. I mean, great flashbang, though. Got to give full credit to Mythic for that. And then, I mean, even though Cynic was flashed, he gets one before being traded out. And after that, it's just Mythic bulldozing the site and clearing out every single angle in order to clinch that round victory. 2-3. They didn't even have a kit there. So if they get delayed even a little bit, I mean, they'll be in trouble. I'm surprised, I guess, because of the way the bomb got planted, they couldn't really retreat towards Banana. And that's what I was going to say. I was surprised about that they didn't have anyone there, and all 3 players were on the site proper. Flashbang going to get tossed by CJ for his teammates towards Banana. He's just waiting for the opportunity to toss it, or maybe he'll be waiting for a long time. Not sure if he's going to throw it at all. Truck Lover is fighting towards Banana as well. Nade sail through and don't do that much damage. Now it's doing a good job of dancing their way around those, and they back off. Banana control for now belongs in the hands of Mythic, but Nouns appear like they don't really want to give up on this fight. There is a bit of a lurk. Of course, it's Marky into the apartments. We'll see if that yields anything for Nouns.
It's a big setup to catch Marky. 2 players committed into this fight. Carson, meanwhile, dumping some utility. That might put the boiler player off of it. It does, actually. Cooper looking elsewhere. The jump up on the half wall. Truck Lover ready for it. And there's Cooper as well on the other side of the map. So Truck Lover lost, but it's a disaster for Nouns. They are wiped off the map. 40 seconds. Neither one even close to having a grip on the bomb. CJ will presumably have to go back for it, and it's all about Coop, who just hasn't been pulled off by Marky at all.
Oh, Peeker's advantage.
That was disgusting. The wide swing king of CJ to King in this moment. They don't know. They don't know the players in mini pit. Marky never expected them to just wander out into sight. That almost played out massively for now, and CJ might get a chance to close this. This would be the ace required of him. Molotov's down, John. This is getting tense. Smoke to block off vision as well. Flom's gonna have to come through it. Meanwhile, CJ, he's got his choice. He slipped into the lane. He's gonna be able to dodge it all. They don't have anything to throw. He can just play off this bomb tap. This is such a huge opportunity for CJ. Clearing pit, they're clearing everything. Time's starting to get short. They don't have kits. They don't have kits. The first one's found, and CJ, I think he's done it. I think he's done it. He's baiting them. He's toying with them. He's already won it on time. They're trying to deny him the ace. CJ to King has pulled off a brilliant 1v3. Might as well be the ace. Give it to him.
I say give it to him for sure. CJ is incredible on T side because he's not afraid to take those fights, and you saw that there when he's going for the clutch. Immediately charges out, no hesitation, gets the headshot, plants the bomb, and even peeks around that corner for more information. Didn't really have to fight anyone for a very long time. Finally, Flom and his teammate come through onto the site. He deals with Flom, and the last could not get CJ. That is more of the CJ we expect to see. Mirage was an aberration on a season that has been absolutely phenomenal for him, and he loves Counter-Strike 2. No questions. 4-2 in favor of Nouns. They're going to charge up into what will be only pistols aside from the saved AK, which ends up in Stewie's hands, which perhaps a little surprising to me because he hasn't exactly had the greatest start here.
All he said is, they were like, all right, who wants the rifle? And he said, yeah, this is Inferno. It's my map.
I don't know.
And you know what? They said, yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. A little bit odd there from CJ, not expecting another play close up. Now Truck Lover's got 2. Uh-oh. Molotov's in hand, but Carson and B-Will's trying to make better of it. Bomb looking to be planted-roni, though they could use a little utility for this one, and so Carson will be lost into the blender of the 5-7, and finally the smoke goes up. But a little late. Flower Pot's boost. Flower Pot's boost for Stu. They're not expecting it. Stu's gonna strike. But look at the time. Cooper and Stu making it happen.
Okay.
Trying to build pyramids, John, but they've run out of clay.
Yeah, I honestly thought that Nouns were watching for the boost. It looked like it, right? They had their crosshair set on that corner where the boost was, and then immediately looked away as soon as it came through. It was a nice sequence, a little risky, but you gotta be risky to get those rounds, and that is what pans out. Third one picked up by Mythic, heading into round number 8. And I mean, Nouns just can't get comfortable. It's just back and forth constantly since Mirage started. They had that nice run on Vertigo, but since that point, it's been shaky confidence, I would say, and Mythic just realizing they've got nothing to lose. No one expects them to upset a Nouns squad that's 9-0 on the season. But it's looking like a very, very real possibility.
Certainly is. And for now, it's a side that's been playing with absurd confidence and swagger. We're seeing the problems when they get brought to a map where they can't just bulldoze, right?
Yep.
Seen a lot of Ancient. Seen a lot of Mirage. First chunk of Nuke.
Yeah, four games on Nuke, and all of them was.
Been a minute since we saw an Inferno for these guys.
Since we saw it, yes, but they did just play against Take Flight again on Inferno.
I didn't see it happen, so it didn't happen, John. Okay. That's how it works. Flashbang good, sets a flop for a 2-piece, and they still don't know that Cooper, Hate was just up on the balcony. They barely even needed him. Everybody else did the work, and Hate was just there for the last sweep under the table.
Wow. Man, as I said on Mirage, if you can hold off the advance from Nouns and their T side, you put yourselves in a great position to come out with a win. And Mythic are doing it again. It looked strong, 3-1 for Nouns. They've only gotten 1 round since that point, and 3 on the other side for Mythic, as a timeout will be called again. Money is in the dumps on the Nouns side, so this could be Mythic taking their first lead since that pistol round here on Mirage. Inferno, excuse me.
Some typing in the chat, never a good sign for us.
Nope.
Let's hop on over to the old admin channel, see if we can figure out what's going on. PC crashed. They are teched. Yep, okay, we have had a player drop on out of the server. Looks like that is CJ of the King.
He'll be back shortly, apparently.
Should be fine. All good. All good. Maybe.
Well, I mean, all good for him being back in the server, but not all good for Nouns, I'll tell you that. Things are starting to trend the other direction. Stewie hasn't been able to make that much noise here, but Hate has been great. Cooper continues to be a scary customer for this Nouns esports side. And even Flom has been coming in making some noise. It's looking like a good season for him, in fact. His stats improved dramatically over the last one.
All right, John, you got any Halloween plans?
Do I have Halloween plans? Yes, with the kids. I'm going to go trick-or-treating.
There you go.
Yeah. I like to see how far we can go outside of our neighborhood every year. I mean, the kids are getting older, so we can go further and further and get as much candy as possible.
You're just in the woods foraging for mushrooms?
Oh,
these are nature's treats.
No. Not
What's your costume this year, John?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about what I'm going to go as.
Not sure yet.
Yeah, it's getting a little late. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I've been very busy.
That.
I've been very busy, Mike. Lots of things.
I think you should go as a plane.
As a plane? Why?
Your new career as a flight sim guy.
Oh my God.
An airplane.
Oh, my flight sim stream. You know, I mean, I did just try a civil flight sim for the first time, now that you bring it up, and it was fun. I honestly didn't expect it to be. Usually when I think about simming, I was like, I don't know why people are into it. Now I know why. It's actually super enjoyable, and you can get immersed into it very quickly.
It's about 6 months between now and when you'll be running like a train simulator, simulating your life as a subway train driver. Fast play in Molotov, decimating this push. Utility has just completely stymied them. They wanted to try and get through and apparently misjudged the distance. because now this round is just about done. 2 remaining players, Carson and Cynic, get a little Molly love of their own, but not so much of the site.
Well, this is shaping up to be a clean sweep for Mythic again. Cynic last one standing, trapped over at Banana, a hail of bullets coming his way. Eventually, some point we will fall here. He's just displaying the inevitable as some chickens run towards him, perhaps to comfort him in his dying moments as he will fall to Truck Lover's M4, 5-4 in favor of Mythic.
I'm gonna read into the future and say that we're gonna get another crash here. There it is. I'm a genius.
How did you know? Wait, you read
I
it.
am psychic.
No.
Yep, we're gonna have a little pause. Should be live really quickly though this time, John. But we have had CJ again crash out, so I don't know what's going on with CJ the King, but he is not the PC King right now.
No,
He is
I mean,
the peasant.
perhaps he's having PC issues, and that explains all of his problems on Mirage.
Maybe, mayhaps.
Who knows?
I think you should go away from the king imagery and go for lion imagery.
Lion imagery.
Yeah, when he grows out his beard, he's got this flowing blonde hair and a beard of the same color, and it kind of looks like a lion's mane when he's got it long.
So are you proposing that he change his name to CJ the Lion?
Maybe, or just start doing like a personal brand, like lion logo or something. I don't know. There's definitely something there.
I mean, it could work, you know. In Lion King, there was a Lion King.
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
There you
It
go.
could be
I mean, I
a
don't have to go any
CJ
further.
the Lion King.
Yeah.
Add an extra element in here. CJ, I'll take my 20% if you introduce this as your brand.
He's gonna have a whole logo and everything. He's gonna start streaming, and then you will need a percentage.
All right, so we're back live quickly. I predicted the future. I'm a genius. Many have said this.
Yes. Well, who's the many though?
Many. Don't ask for my sources. I don't have any. Look like they wanted to rinse and repeat the same play down Banana, and they are rinsing and repeating. Getting diced up by nades. Truck Lover looking to do some more manual style dicing. Making some deep Banana control. That molly was a little premature. Yeah. Cynic is right here with the bomb, by the way. So now they're committed in, but uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Mythic might have gotten a little over-eager on some of those fights, and now we might have a round on our hands. There's smoke to cover off this cross. Flom's going to be blocked off. He has to reposition. There's a fast link down Banana, but this bomb is likely going down.
No question. I mean, Flom can't deny it because of that Molotov that was thrown, and now they have to go for the retake. I think they're going to try and push up Banana pretty quickly here. That's Cooper coming in on a flank, but instead he slows up. He wants his teammates to make some noise first, perhaps, to attract the attention, and that has happened. Cooper, a chance here? No. Slipping into the smoke is Carson. Bomb does get one onto CJ. And Cooper finds Marky. Carson, last one standing. They're going to stick the defusal, and Cooper probably has this one. Carson can't get back in. Bomb is defused, and Carson survives. Yes.
Would have been able to buy regardless. The reason he made that bold play through smoke, he just had a P250, right? So he wanted to try and pick up some sort of a kill by getting the offset surprise in there, maybe getting an upgrade in. Doesn't wind up working out for him. Still, considering what they brought in, very successful round, bringing them down to 2, getting the bomb planted. The problem is just we're coming to the waning moments of this half, John. So it just doesn't, those kind of moral victories don't necessarily matter.
Yeah, and to see 2 pistol rounds in a row in MR12 is very surprising, especially from Nouns, who have been super
loss
aggressive.
bonus.
Yeah, I agree.
Buff the bonus.
I agree. No, I'm totally with you. I think the economy needs adjustments, and loss bonus buff is more than welcome.
No more double ecos.
I mean, I
1900
want to say,
bonus.
like, limit the ecos as much as possible. Anyway, Beal's going to open things up here, and then Cooper and Truck Lover come right on back. Nice shot from Cooper. 4v3. Mythic looking for a 7th.
Feeling good about it, too. The dual player isolated on site. It is Truck Lover. No one close at hand to help him out, and they know he's at new box now. Molotov gonna go in. Truck Lover gonna burn. Molotov flashbang so timely, but still, I can't save him from the Lion King. Bomb down.
Such a good flash, though.
was a good flash. Nate slightly off, though. 3-on-3 retake as Nouns look to regain some sort of control here. Look to knot things up once more, perhaps. Smoke's fading. Cooper making his moves. Making his plays. Not going to work out with that AWP being the tip of the spear. Hate last alive, just trying to stay alive now. Keep his gun up for the next. And he will find one more kill, but this is too late to be committing in. He doesn't have the time, does he?
Does he have time?
Oh my god,
It's
he
gonna
might
be
do
close.
it. He might have done it. Oh, it's right down to the wire. I think he's got it. He's got
No!
it. They fought him, and he punished. Nouns, a 3v1 with a man looking to save, and they fumble the bag. Drop it in the gutter, straight down the drain it goes.
Oh my goodness.
And Mythic cackling in the voice chat after that.
That is a huge mistake. That is not what you usually see from Nouns. 3v1 waning moments. All you have to do is walk away.
Second of
You
hesitation.
don't have to fight at all. You don't have to fight at all.
Second of hesitation, they've got him.
Yeah. They gave him that. Now Cooper gets the opener on Carson, makes it look easy as well. 5v4 Mythic. I mean, they've got the 7 I talked about. They need on their team side to make it strong into the half.
Looking like 8.
Try and make it 8. Yeah.
Stewie is low, but it's pressure on once again, trying to beat on the doors of B. But Marky, ooh, might have just cracked open the back. As I say that, Truck Lover gets a kill elsewhere, and Marky eats a nade. So tough to say how far this can build, but they're going to leave the 2 players to operate as totally isolated units. CJ holding on to that top banana control while they see how much Marky can do. He's just got nothing to pull focus, right? So there's nothing for Mythic to overreact to. Swing in the clear and a back turn, but somehow Marky wins that fight. Now he's got a choice. Does he take it into A? He's not spotting anyone yet. Truck Lover all the way on the other side, but it's Hate for the balcony who will collect. And that leaves CJ alone. 30 seconds. CJ, you better go back and get the bomb. Kill found. Now he needs that C4. Isolated player towards either site. Does he read that Truck Lover is still here? There's the C4.
I feel like he has to go A to make it in time, and even then.
He's trying. Has a Molotov for back sight. But doesn't decide to deploy it. Keeps the gun out, and that will send us to the half. And we are back in action here. Mythic with a substantial lead. But we see the dualies and the nades return to the fore.
Indeed. Dualies on CT side, too powerful to resist on pistol round anyway. Hate. Gonna be moving up here. Looking for that early fight into bracket, but no one's home for now. They're playing a lot more passive. Usually they like being
that
aggressive.
nade.
This time they're gonna go back. Oh, that shot.
Tried to swing in. Marky gets a kill elsewhere, but Cynic's gonna have a chance here by Moto. They've just overlooked him. They didn't expect him to be here right by the edge of the smoke. And Cynic will feast, chewing them up, knocking them down. Stu, there's only so much he can do before he is overwhelmed.
Yeah, I mean, just overlooking Moto there is a huge misstep by Mythic, and Cynic feasts, gets a couple of frags to his name, and now Nouns will get a fifth. And being an 8-4 scoreline, that pistol round is so very important, and they do indeed secure it. Mythic on the other side, without the bomb plant, are not going to be forcing up, and they also have that lead to kind of fall back on. So they say, okay, let's upgrade pistols. We'll get 4 P250s and a Deagle. And Stewie, where'd the Deagle go? Was that just a hut flip? I don't know. Anyway, Cynic is going to get one on to Cooper. Bomb will go get taken down by the nade.
That's
okay.
A nice shot from Hate. A little bit of something here. A little bit of juice. He's had a great map. Phenomenal. I got to avoid it feeding into him here. Bomb in the tunnel. Just a matter of time. That's talk about a hail of bullets coming down. Need an umbrella for that one. And that's going to be the round.
Alrighty. So a nice clean round coming through from Nouns. Using the MP9s to take care of business against those pistols, and it is 8-6 in favor of Mythic. I think Stewie didn't have a gun for the beginning of that round. I think he sold his Deagle, and for whatever reason, couldn't find anything. I don't know what was going on, but that was weird. Either way, Nouns are going to be up against the AKs this time. 4 AKs and the Galil over on their side. They do have the op in Cynic's hands, who's upgraded finally from the Dualies. 4 are in so the bonus round. If Nouns win this one, they put themselves right back into a position where they can take this map and the series. Nades being tossed back and forth. Not sure what the read was on that boiler nade from Team Mythic, but did decide to toss it through. Wasn't much visibility and they had information. Anyway, Flom into the apartments. Marky waiting on the other side with the MP9. Rotate. Yeah, heavy rotate coming through from Nouns. They've got some sort of information.
4 players sitting up here. They're making a read, certainly, but there's still plenty of chance to bail out. It's based on the fact that Cynic's posted up on the half wall, right? They're going to let that op solo hold. It's the classic. Smoke down. If Mythic come in to re-clear, Cynic's supposed to shot and drop. He actually, I think it's playing back from car even. So a little bit more safe, if anything. There's the shot. There's the drop. Deep molly to slow things down as well. But they're creeping up short. And actually, the full stack was disassembled. Cynic didn't see much, but apparently was enough for Nouns to bite. And they've gone to a little bit more of a default. Marky playing cheekily here on the edge of the smoke. His teammate makes contact. Marky can strike, and the SMGs that put them to great effect. Carson's able to upgrade. CJ's lost in the meantime, but Marky's gonna do enough. It's just down to one. Stewie knows the net is circling around him, and he just does not have time to win this round.
Nice.
Cynic will flick right across him, but that was never going to be won by Stu. They did him a mercy by killing him before time ran out.
Absolutely. Another pause going to be called here. Not sure if it's technical in nature, but either way, Nouns won a critical one there. Yeah, probably. But 2 MP9s get lost. It doesn't matter, though, because B-Wills and Marky upgrade from their MP9s to AK, so they get those for free. They could drop for Carson and CJ should they need it, but they don't because their money is also fantastic because that was a bonus round. So Mythic on the other side, yes, they have that loss bonus building up, and I think someone just got disconnected from the server.
Yeah, we're getting a full server swap, John, and you know what that means?
Oh, really?
That means it's going to take a little while, and you know what that means? That means We're going to take a little break. Be right back, folks.
Made this decision. Nights and tears in his blurry vision. You know he don't love you. What you holding on to? Scream through the phone, even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away. I'm left here with you. Said that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue? I'm doing everything he doesn't do, but I'm still not enough. Even your parents know I'm good for you, but I'm still not enough. You wanna be done with him, you're stuck with him, 'cause you don't have the guts. And after all I've done, I'm still not enough. Still at your place, trying to make it okay. These miles away, I'm left here with you. Said that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue?
Live back in. We're into the fun.
Lots of fun.
And hopefully we'll actually sustain it this time, John.
Yes, I hope so too. Hope we're done with the technical issues. 7th round just found by Nouns. They've got 3 in a row to kick off this half. Mythic are back onto a pistol via 3 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles. Oh, Marky barely alive, and now he's gone. 2 for there from CJ. Gets a couple back, but Hate manages to trade it out. 3v3 guns on the ground. Carson the touchdown, and now Carson finds 2 more. It is all him to wrap up this one. 8-8. It looked threatening, but Carson was having none of it.
Not today, Carson said. No eco losses on this map. Redemption. So we're all knotted up here. No bomb plant in the last means there will be some limitations, but it is a buying round for Mythic. They could use a thick round in this one. Some substance to it.
Thick round?
A thick round. A juicy round. A round with some real cake to it, John.
That is the first time I've heard you say that.
A round you could just sink your teeth into. That's
nice.
what they need, John.
Thick.
That's what Mythic needs.
Oh boy.
They don't need that. I'll tell you what.
No. They need less of that. Young Stu down to 7-8. Not so young anymore, I guess. A little older, but Nate's gonna fly out here into Arch.
He is now veteran Stu.
Yes.
It doesn't roll off the tongue the same way that young Stu does.
No, it doesn't.
Sorry, John. You can call everyone young.
I can, yes.
I'm about there.
Yeah, you're almost in the same spot, Mike.
Well, I mean, you know, plus or minus a decade.
Thanks.
But
you know,
getting there.
Let's just keep on adding salt to the wound here. I mean, go ahead, just pour it in. God damn.
Looks like we're going to have an
Come
A
after
explode
me.
eventually. And actually, the hesitation's worked out nicely because CJ's just backed off of this.
Oof.
But the slow walk out, that's not ideal. The balcony player might try and catch, but if they do, Marky is here. Smoke up, will confirm, will stall this out, will stymie this, and they push down Banana as well. So Carson's now got the flank, he's got the kill, and he's just going to press forward because it's Carson. So of course he is, but they're stalled out. 14 seconds, they have to go towards A. There are no options about this, and one by one, they're faltering.
Yeah, Cynic successfully holding some angles with the off, which we don't see very often. Getting a couple of frags there. 9-8, they've regained the lead. It was 8-4 for Mythic, but Nouns climbing on back 5 in a row. And Mythic still unable to crack the scoreboard. And guess what? They are back on a light buy. Maybe. I see Hate investing into a Galil. No, they decide to invest a little more heavily. That lost one is 3,400, so it makes sense. So they do manage to get a couple of Galils. It is going to be 3 pistols around it, but perhaps a little more of a chance in this one. Bomb has to move past the Molotov, throws a smoke into the other one. But, I mean, the nades are going to sail through eventually. They do miss the mark.
Full missed one.
Yeah.
A little awkward there. Happens. Blame Subtick.
I mean, that's just missing.
Blame Subtick.
Okay, Subtick's fault.
Volvo, please fix. Gaben,
Yes.
how could you do this to Carson? Well, you know, he's making up for it.
No, Valve Jacobs and Valve Gibbs.
AK AK swingeth, and will AK swingeth some more. Looking like another potentially clean round here for now. Unless Truck Lover could do something about it. He certainly can't do anything about the bomb. And I know he may love trucks so very much, but the power of trucks, well, it can't save him in this round.
No. As much as you love trucks, you cannot
You know, I'm
have
just
much
realizing.
chance. Yep.
I don't think I've gone through the underpass in New Inferno yet. I just
Are you
noticed the
serious?
hanging light there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't say it's a high percentage play for me.
I mean, it's typically not a high percentage play, but I mean, I've been... Anyway.
It's pretty. I prefer to fight on the sites.
Yeah, it's usually a good idea. I
Like a
prefer
man
to
of
go
honor.
for risky flanks. Oh, man of honor. All right. Just want to win the
Hold
rounds.
W and brawl.
Hey,
Like a red-blooded American.
you got Nouns blood.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wish I could hit shots like they do. Maybe I would be a little more successful with my brawling. Deep smoke. All the way for bottom banana. They are, of course, able to beat the timing. That's the utility in front of it that makes life difficult. Truck Lover burning. Truck Lover burning. Truck Lover was burning an ult mid?
I think so, yeah.
Huh?
I don't know.
Unfortunately, right now, it seems like this latest patch has given us a weird glitch where mollies don't show up where they should. So keep that in mind, folks. Did get a very favorable exchange from Mythic here at top banana. Look at that. Cooper's up so far. There's no world where CJ expects that. Now, big trouble on for Marky, but he's so quick to rectify. Leaves Cynic, though, in a clutch. Bomb is down T ramp. Here's the problem. They got to go all the way back. Truck Lover's going to fake like he's not
Cynic.
here. And Cynic, oh, moth to a flame. That smoke worked a trick. It's like he just put out a little bait and coming right up to the mousetrap. Well, Cynic wants some cheese. Boom. Snapshot.
I like
Truck Lover stands victorious.
the mouse eating cheese noises you made there, Mike. But yes, I do agree. That's tough. I understand why Cynic was thinking, okay, it's safe to run out here. But yeah, the bomb wasn't planted yet. He thought that they were setting up for post plant. They absolutely were not. Well done. Definitely. I agree. Great bait. 9 to 10. Mythic finally. The first round of the second half. Oh, Flom. No! Burns to an itty bitty crisp. We got some Flom barbecue here. 5
Flombercue.
Flombercue.
Would you say he was flambéed?
That's excellent.
Another whiff nade. Blame Subtick. If we just keep blaming Subtick, we'll always have a convenient excuse for our errors, folks.
Until it's fixed, yeah.
Everything is Subtick's fault. Every missed bullet, every whiffed spray. You're blameless. No one's actually taking contact for this crossfire, right? So they're waiting for the utility to come over. But once it activates, it's going to be pretty tough. It's the op that they're actually looking to make first contact, so this is a bit cheeky. Player Coldzera gets cleared out, but now the op striking back in. Oh, and it all falls to Stewie 2K.
Got a chance here.
He's got a plant, but the player up short should make his life impossible, and indeed Carson does. Plenty of time for the defuse. AKs can be retrieved, and Nouns will roll ever closer to the dub here. Now, just 2 rounds away.
Did start having my doubts, Mike, even though we predicted that Nouns would take this series even if they lost a map. But after that first half, Nouns T-side getting restricted to only 4 rounds felt like that would be enough for Mythic, but I didn't expect them to, well, unfortunately only get 1 in the first, 7? Unreal. Well done from Nouns to get to this point. Now they have 3 players on to A. They're fighting for banana control. A little late with that utility, but it's in time enough. Mythic's like, yeah, hey, he gets the first though, and there goes B-Wills. Carson does manage to get a response, and CJ as well. Then more CJ, the king, and a critical 2K. He might need more, and he's got it. Delivers a third. Flom, last one standing, has the HP advantage. 100 versus only 55 remaining for both Carson and CJ combined. But does he have the information is the question. He knows where CJ is. I don't
Knew
think
where he
he's aware
was.
of Carson's position. Yeah.
Been a while
Yeah, it has.
since then. Went quiet. Tried to put the doubts in their mind. He's splitting the difference right now, right up the middle. Audio cue. Audio cue even over. He knows where Carson is. Flom, that wily coyote.
Oh, CJ just slipped
Just
past the angle.
missed CJ. Ring around the rosy. They think it's B. They think it's B. CJ's coming so far off of this. I thought he was just trying to get off site. But no, they think it's B. The bomb's now down, and when do they realize their error? Not yet. Now they know. Now they know. Now they're coming back around, but Flom's got all the time in the world to reposition. He has no clue where CJ got to. He's got a pretty good idea. He might have gotten up mid. Flom on the timing. He's got the shot. A little bit of damage taken back, but it's all about the clutch now. Carson's out in the fray, and Flom will bring this through.
Whew. Flom, 1v2 clutch. The patience at the beginning to just force Nouns to hunt around and try to figure out where he is. It pays off so well because he gets the plant for free. Then he peeks out towards mid, finds the first, and afterwards, even with a full belt of util, Carson got throwing smokes, flashes, and a Molotov, decides to do none of that, goes for the straight fight, and loses it handily. Well done from Flom. Double digits found for Mythic, and again, we are going down to the wire here on Inferno. Nade's going to get tossed for top mid. Molotov for Banana. Carson's going to have to move eventually. Finally does. Damage about even on both sides, though. Who gets that first frag? It's going to be B-Wills and Nouns. Stu dropped. 5v4. Banana control gained as well.
Mythic don't have a lot to show for this. The body's lost the exchange here in towards mid. They're going to be slowed down by that Molotov as well. Smoke to follow it up. They can go through that. They know. So a little bit of useless smoke on that. Oh, the nade pop. That's massive. Wow. 2-to-1 exchange on that nade pop. Just going to make life so difficult here. Molotov will force CJ off, but look at this now. So much control for Nouns. Here, this player rapping. Marky's so very ready for it. The comms were there. And it all falls to Truck Lover to try and keep them off a series point. He's down by the kegs, down by the barrels. But he's not Cooper. So he doesn't know his way around some barrels. Creeping up. Around the corner. Crossfire here. There's just no way, no world, no chance. 2 bites at the apple for Nouns. 2 chances to put this to rest. And for this, Mythic, they got no money.
Unreal. I mean, look, just that smoke pop was the difference maker, right? Usually in CSGO, you would have felt safe going near that smoke, towards arches, creeping up. But now, well, if a nade sails into it, you're fully visible, and it's exactly what happens. 2 frags come out of that, and Nouns gain control of the round as a result. And it's a gut punch for Mythic right after a great clutch comes through from Flom. They're looking at a potentially final round with 4 pistols and only 1 rifle available. That nade is so damaging, and then Truck Lover throws a follow-up. There's the first frag. They could just charge into the B site. If they get the second onto Carson, they could find this round. Carson now with the Molotov, gets one CJ the rifle, and Truck Lover manages to get the trade piece into even, but Carson swings back and forth we go. Who will gain the edge? Looks like it's going to be Nouns, and Nouns
He's out of
not
bullets.
going to win it yet.
Out of bullets. Tried to swap guns to avoid having to go for the reload. Didn't realize how few are in the magazine. Marky and Hate. A clutch for the game. A clutch for their life here. Hate sticking around up top, and he's got it! The off angle! The unexpected play, and we're not done yet here, John.
No,
more
we're
round.
not. Wow, what a play from Hate in that 1v1. It was back and forth constantly, and then once he manages to make it that 1v1 and get that bomb planted, it was just a well done. 12-11 in favor of Nouns. Timeout tactical finally being called here, not a tech, so we're good. 24th round of play. We've gone the distance on Mirage, even more so in double overtime. Here we are on Inferno. If Mythic win 1 more, we are indeed bound for another overtime. 3 M4s and the 2 MP9s coming through for Nouns, Mike. So they're a little limited in terms of money. Utility as well. Not that strong.
No. Not at all. A messy round to end it, potentially. What better way to settle this particular game? It couldn't be anything but. Or it could be overtime. What are we gonna get, Mythic? You got a little bit more gumption in you. You've had a hell of a night. Can you take us to the line once more?
Oof, gets mollied out of position there. A little bit of damage taken. Stewie the same. Down to 6-9. Siege is going to be a critical piece, especially if Mythic decides to push up. There's a flashbang. Dodge it. Gets one. Not the second. Trade comes through. Now it's up to Marky. Will they push up lane, or do they decide to go the other way?
Decent damage, though. Decent damage. Trying to get lucky on the spray there, but this banana fight could be huge. Ooh, Stewie's already ahead of it. Fortunately, he doesn't get caught there. Can trigger the group up. We'll keep the 2 players locked in towards B most likely. This cavalry is not coming. And the utility on site is down to just 1 single HE. This is a very tough hold. They need the big individual play. They need the step up. It can't be anything else. And he's going to have first contact with the MP9. How does he get a kill? Second as well. Oh, no. Cynic might just have done it all. One more bullet and he'd have a third. What an effort from Cynic. Might just be enough. Put this one to rest. Player spotted. Marky can't find the shot over the smoke. It's awkward. He's trying to delay, but it comes down to the 2v2. Marky couldn't get anything out of his position. The nade might do it. The nade does it, but the bomb is down, and so it comes down to the clutch. Truck Lover. Again, to seal the deal. A clutch, and he's done it. A shot on, and we're going to overtime. We're going to more rounds.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are into overtime again. Mythic keeping things going. Truck Lover, the clutch, 22-19 in regulation with Truck Lover, 22-17 for Hate. So both players playing their hearts out. Cooper actually a lot quieter this time. He's not been the star of the show, taking a step back for the young guns to get the job done. Nouns on the other side, letting 2 series points slip through their fingers. Will that lead to some regret on their side and their first loss of the season? Or can they pull it back in overtime on this occasion? We'll get our answers very soon. 2 players on the A site, 3 towards B for Nouns. Carson playing until the sandbags. He's got caught it a couple of times there, but he's not shying away from it. Now Nouns, well, they're going to have their hands full on the A site. All 5 players bearing down on them.
Goes Marky, cleared out this time. They got wise to his tricks at this point, and Mythic exploding out of the balcony now, got the bomb planted down, and this is looking phenomenal for the post plan. A curtain of utility to guys off their positions. Very little that Nouns could do about this. Gonna give it a look. They're gonna give it a try, because it wouldn't be Nouns if they didn't. But look at this artillery strike still coming through. Time getting short. Actually, right now, only Carson's got a kit, so keep an eye on that. Re-smoke up.
Why?
They might just save.
Why is Carson the only one with a kit? That's my question, but anyway.
If I had to guess, the idea is that you've got like a kit towards either site, maybe one on the rotator as well, and you save that little bit of money for a scenario like this where you get totally blanked out of a round.
I suppose, but you still have enough money, whatever. And now it's going to go down 13-12. I mean, look, you have so much cash in the bank. A kit's not going to make that much of a difference. Maybe for the AWP. That's the only thing I can say. Okay, for the AWP to continue to be run in all 3 rounds, that might be the reason why. But even then, look, Eagle still has 8.3k, Carson 7.3. They can drop for Cynic afterwards. It's a curious decision, to say the least, but it didn't make a difference that round anyway. They weren't getting back to that site. Alrighty. Mythic going to go for a 14th here. That was just a slaughter for them on the entries. Carson, again, he's in this position, and it works out this time because Eagle's double nades towards half ball, and he does manage to wide swing and just close line flom. So it's okay. It's been tough for him in this spot, but he finally does good. Makes it, I should say. He gets that fresh.
Cynic connects a shot as well with that AWP. This one's looking rock solid for Nouns. Ooh, the peek in, the head revealed. Truck Lover out of play, and Stu will soon follow. So what a way to answer back. Clean from Nouns, never in doubt. And this is the Nouns we're more used to seeing. Dynamic, taking the engagements, forcing the fights, getting the round done with in 50 seconds. And I heard some typing there.
No. Don't say anything, Mike. It's fine.
I heard some typing,
It was
but I'm
just
seeing
trash
nothing in
talk.
the live channel, so we're all good. Just a little bit of cheeky banter.
Exactly. Alrighty, 26 rounds in. Tied up again. Nouns looking for that edge heading into the second half of OT. Cynic toss the nade, and it connects. Decent amount of damage. Cooper and Hate down to 74 and 61 HP respectively. And CJ, he's going to come into boiler. In the meantime, though, Carson finds Flom, domes him down banana. And, well, that's going to give the advantage to Nouns. I don't know if we fight into that. Oh, Truck actually comes into the apartment. Takes down CJ. What the fuck? Not aware. And he only gets one before Truck deals with him, too. 3v3, numbers even, but look at that A site. It is ripe for the
Look
picking.
at Cooper.
Mythic
Look at
goes fast.
Cooper.
Coop trying to go out, and he does do the damage against Carson, but is traded. Wow.
B-Wills. Lights out with that. He's wary that they might be going back to B, knowing that the B rotator was pulled off. But he's misread it, actually, and that's going to put all the pressure on a Marky. Trying to get back around now, but they're clearing pit, expecting Marky to be there. And he'll find 1.5 down to a clutch again. We've had so many of them in these last few rounds. This time, it's Stewie 2K. The legend himself. And B-Will's on the other side. Stewie backing off into the site. There's a steal here, but as B-Wills eliminates positions, he's got the read on the spot. Whoa, and the shot to boot looked like he might get caught off guard, but it is going to be the rounds for B-Wills and for Nouns.
Wow, he had to flick all the way back to that angle because he had already convinced himself that no one was there. So well done for B-Wills to make the adjustment. Still wins the round, and well, it will give Nouns the lead heading into this second half of overtime. They need 2 more to close this one out. On the Mythic side, well, I mean, they've given up such a strong fight that I would not be surprised if they managed to pull this one back once more.
I mean, certainly. At this point in overtime, you know, all the rules get thrown out the window.
Exactly.
Momentum, expectation, it's all just about scrapping your way through each individual round. Just trying to get that dub any way you can.
I didn't think that Mythic would be the team to give Nouns the most fits and starts, but that has been the case. Just an all-out brawl. Slower start to this round. Nouns, ooh, the smoke fades here. Maybe they're looking for a peek down banana. Wouldn't be wise. Oh, Cooper missed the shot, splits the difference. B-Wills takes a little bit of damage. Truck Lover the same. And, well, it's going to be a stalemate for now over at banana.
Slowest round we've had in a long time.
I was going to say.
50 seconds on the clock. We've had no casualties yet. And now they come screaming in up the lane. Look at that nade damage. Mythic were holding theirs to great effect, but now Flomy's out in the open. He's somehow not been punished, and Stu is there to be the hammer, meeting the anvil. We're tied up once more. Great calm, great patience from Mythic, holding Molotovs, holding nades so late into that by the time the Nouns hit comes through, they're so prepared.
It's really difficult to do that on a map like Inferno too, right? Where you're trying to use that utility to stave off the push from the T's in particular down banana, but instead they wait and hold on to it, as you said, and just a flurry of nades. The amount of damage was enormous just from the utility, and then Nouns were right for the picking. As you mentioned, Stewie came in, Truck Lover as well. Truck Lover at 28. As he is standing on his head here, trying to keep Mythic in this map and series. 14-14. Whoever wins this one, of course, get another W notched on the standings. Molotov gonna get tossed. Cooper jumping over the half wall for information. Flashes, Molotovs, nades, everything being thrown both ways here at Banana, looking for that ever so important control of this critical piece of real estate.
Oh, Cooper overcommitted. Very fortunate to not be punished there. He's still gonna go in to try and secure it for them. He needs to try and chase him back. It's a risky fight to take as an Opera right now. But he does get away from it unpunished and actually tag on a Cynic as well. So it's a good result when all is said and done. You deny Nouns any of their control. They're going to come back towards A, but this time there's not a ton of util health. There are still flashes. Again, Stewie ahead of this. Stewie, they're not looking, they're not checking, and he's going to punish them for it. Stewie might have just done this. He might have just done enough. That's going to be map point secured. It's all under one. And Marky, nothing he can do about it. Mythic, another chance to close. They just need one round.
Stewie's been so quiet throughout this map for the most part, but now in overtime, here he comes, the hero on Inferno. 15th round, as you mentioned. Another chance. This time for Mythic, though, to close out the series. Goodness me. Nouns' perfect record on the line. Mythic, they've still got hopes to make the playoffs. This would put them at 5 and 6 and keep that hope alive. Cooper didn't see the player, and now he's going to get naded down and dead to right. Cynic finding that, and oh boy, it feels like we might be bound for double overtime now. That's a great frag to find.
That's a big kill from Marky. All right. Did he have vision over that from his little jump up? Was it just spam? Unclear. Some sort of indication there. Apparently, we're just faded for double overtime at this point. Nouns cannot set a foot wrong. In this one, they pulled both players on towards B, and this bomb's going down. We're going for more. It's happening, John. We're never leaving this game. It's happening. Stewie, this would be beyond the pale. This would be greater than Boston. No way you're winning this round. And indeed, he will not. A valiant effort, but we go again. OT number 2. Keep it rolling on here. The CS just don't stop.
Yeah, no, Mythic punishing the mistakes that Nouns are making time and time again. And I mean, I got to give them credit. They're also playing really well. Stewie in that one position towards Arch to put them in that spot on the Mythic side was incredible. And then Nouns strike right on back with a fantastic opener. Marky doing his best to make sure his team has that chance to get back into it. And we are in double overtime, which, I mean, this series has been crazy. We've had tech delays, we've had overtimes, we've had pretty much everything you could possibly get for a North American matchup. And also, the straight-up aim duels have been ridiculous. I mean, individual efforts on both sides.
Just letting the cacophony of bullets do the talking for a moment there. As again, this has been a much slower pace of play. Mythic are doing what is so very difficult to do against this Nouns team. They're slowing them down. They're dictating the pace.
Yeah.
That is the hardest thing to do against Nouns, is just stop them.
And once you stop them, of course, you throw them off their game plan. They don't like to play like this. They want to go for that faster pace. We'll see this time. Again, look, great Molotov. Great pacing on that utility. Yes, they're almost out. There's their nade. They've only got flashes left now with 40 seconds left. So they're going to have to deal with a Nouns onslaught eventually. But Nouns, look, they're second guessing themselves. 33 seconds now. They have to go out. There we go.
Huge.
Opener found. Now they can charge out. The bomb is waiting hard side and can't do anything. 26 seconds now. The bomb's going B.
They're splitting B. It's the reinforced site. This is an ambitious choice. The bomb was here in Banana, though, so they always had to make this move, and now it's pressure on in towards the site. They're trying to not move too early, and indeed the kills do come through.
Yeah.
So it's just left to Hate, who's out of position, out of time, out of chances, and out of life.
Very risky call, but they had the confidence to pull it off, given that they had the numbers, and it worked out, right? They get those 2 frags pretty cleanly, not too much of a fuss, and then Hate's just walking into his own death. 16-15 in favor of Nouns. Well played on that side. So again, they don't like to do that slower play. Can they do it? Yes, but it's not their comfort zone, and we've seen that throughout this map. But at least they managed to pull off that 16th, and now Mythic, well, they're right back to it. 3 M4s, 2 A1Ss. Try and defend against Nouns once again. And I feel like Nouns are just going to slow it down at this point and not really try for that faster play, because even when they manage to get on through, Mythic denies them.
Flom committed here on the sandbags. He's got Truck Lover presumably set up with a flashbang to bail him out if he takes contact. There's the flash. He's got to get out of there now. Molotov in to clear it. And indeed, they've gained top Banana. Tension hangs in the air on this one. Minute on the clock, it feels like first kill might just do it.
I mean, we're watching the veterans of CS on the Mythic side turn streamers up against the young guns on Nouns. There's a 4-year difference in average age. 23 for Nouns. Here comes the hit.
That's wild. They stack up. Cooper and Flom collect 2. First one goes for the veterans. The old guns. Do they expect Truck Lover in position? No, clearly not. He's going to punish them as a result, but he can't hold on. Look at the health. Look at the health, John.
The nades are there.
Oh, there's 2 HEs. They got to pray these nades don't find home. Oh, they popped the smoke instead. It's going to be headshots or bust for Nouns. We still got one of these HEs. I don't know how low these players are, but the swing out is good for the first one. Nade not going to find home, but it's all on Carson. And he just doesn't have the health. Had to take the play, had to make the swing, but it's not going to happen. The site players did enough. They held strong and set up a full team ace round for Mythic to tie us up once more.
Neither team can find that edge here on Inferno. Nouns do go back to the op here. See what they decide to do with it. Cynic running that. He's up to 30. And Truck Lover as well. Both players hitting 30 almost simultaneously. Cooper peering around that corner. He's jiggle peeking, wants information. Doesn't throw the smoke just yet. Now he will. That'll slow up Nouns a little bit. Nade flies down Banana. Nouns slowing it down once more. Both nades missing the mark. That will leave some space open up here at Banana. In the meantime, Carson jumps up towards window to distract, potentially for Marky to get that frag into the apartments. Stu goes down. 5v4. Marky's just lurking towards A, though, and if he does more damage, it'll be even worse for Mythic. And he can't. Nice shutdown. In the meantime, on the other side, Truck Lover takes down B-Wills. Cynic finds a trade there. 3v3, but on the site proper, 3v1 in favor of Nouns.
All about Flom here. All about Flom. He's got a little bit of cover he's put up, but eventually they're going to have him painted into a corner. The nade pops the smoke. The bomb can go down. Now it's all on Hate. They know exactly where he's coming from. There's just no chance. There's no way to get over. So advantage Nouns as we swap sides once more. Can one of these teams finally put this game to bed, John? Just 2 rounds needed for Nouns. Put this one to rest. But as we've said so many times, it just does not feel like these 2 teams can separate. Here comes the motion. Here comes the play. Op up for Cynic. It's the foray from Mythic. We've seen Nouns establish this deep banana control a few different times. You know, get the up on the half wall, something along those lines. This time, though, Carson wants to push it all the way, and Spam's going to catch him. Stewie just punishing that. So that's a massive find early on for Mythic. They're going to take that in towards A fast. They're going to catch them off guard. Marky dropping down. CJ needs to go huge, and he only gets one. This could be the round. 8's low, but it's an op that's looking for him, and there's nothing Siddiq can do. He's burning alive. Has to back away.
Oh my goodness.
Put a nade kill in. He managed to toss that nade just as he was burning, so it turns out the commitment was worth it.
I think the toughest read here is Stu's position for Nouns, because he is on the back lines, can strike at any moment. If they don't deal with Truck Lover and Flom quickly, I mean, they won't be able to go on the fight. There's one. Truck Lover's gone. Flom has to be gone next, and he is.
Flank's
Stu
on,
comes
though.
in that flank. Beebles knows it. Time is taken away. He taps the bomb. Oh, Stu's playing this so very well. I think he's going to have this one, Mike.
He's got it.
He
got
does.
it. There
Well
wasn't even
done.
a kit. Far too late. The kit was far too long gone. Stewie, I mean, it's almost a replay of what CJ did to Stu in regulation, right? To help secure this overtime. A very similar clutch on that Stewie just couldn't bring through. And now he gets a little revenge against the Noun side.
Yeah.
I know that lack of a kit hurt you.
It did. It did. I don't know if you heard my little, like,
I did.
yelp of
Oh, I
pain.
know.
Yeah.
I know that hurt you. Stopped you right in your tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're tied up once more. Who will find this map point? And, frankly, does it matter?
I don't think it does, honestly.
At this point, I'm feeling third OT.
Oh, God.
Come on, Mr. Overtime himself isn't excited about some overtime?
I mean, I am, but it's just, it's been back and forth, craziness here, and I don't know.
Let's see what they can do. Molotov into the cubby. Counter Molly. Cooper's forced down. Lives. All right. Just about. Gets the kill and survives. And now he's through into CT.
Yeah, this is bad. I mean, so much map lost here for Nouns. They're going to be left guessing where Cooper's going to go, so they have to try and figure out where he is and maybe hunt him down. That's what CJ's on a mission to, but that leaves A so vulnerable. I mean, Marky's going to get overloaded.
The counter punch is that Carson's gone aggressive up top banana, but at this point they need to start shifting the player
Cooper saw
around.
CJ as well.
Marcus in such a tough spot here. Needs help. CJ will try and help him, but there's only so much that can be done, and the shots aren't landing. So this one's looking advantage. Mythic, Carson, and B-Wills are in the wrong zip code to attempt this. They're saving. They're saving. It'll actually make a difference into the next round. Mythic are going to have 18 on the board. Another chance to close, to seal the deal on what might be the wildest upset of this season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the save is that critical. Maybe for the AK, I think that's the only important piece to try and keep alive, because people have 7.9k, and
I think it's more about if you lose them, somebody's going to be down in util, probably.
maybe.
And so when you're in a 2v5 and you've already surely lost the round, why not just maximize?
Yeah, I mean, I think the UK. Yeah, anyway. Well, adding the stats here, 18-7 in favor of Mythic. Series point again. Will they convert is another story. Looks like, yeah, everyone's gonna have full util. You got a couple of AKs, which is great. I mean, definitely I agree. For the AKs, keeping those alive in overtime and what was kind of a hopeless situation on the retake, yeah. Keep the AKs up and running. They help you immensely on that defensive end. Nade's gonna fly through. And Mythic are slowing up the pace a little bit. That Molotov missed the mark, I believe. Want to throw that deeper. Flom throws it up close instead. And the smoke comes out. And, well, maybe Mythic will choose to gain some space. I saw Carson thinking about hanging around on top of that half wall and then says, second thought, let's go back to the B site. At least he will. Carson's going to wait at the half wall and peer around the edge of that smoke for a little bit longer. Mythic have had so much success overloading towards lane and getting these opening picks that I don't blame them for going back to this one.
Timely smoke up, though. We'll at least slow this down. And Nouns actually playing the patient game in this. Now, a minute left on the clock. Haven't really given any information away. They're hearing presence. There were a couple footsteps here. It's an indication that something's going on. Marky's ready for this fight. Oh, and they're going to shut this down. Marky gets both of the players coming out of the apartments. That was supposed to be the backstab. That was supposed to be what opened up the rest of the round. But instead, it's looking like we're going to triple overtime. Why not roll it again and again and again? More overtime here, John.
Yes.
Feeling like the good old days.
Yep. Yep.
MR 15, 3 overtimes.
Well, technically, this would
Sleep
only be
is for nerds.
1 overtime for MR 15, so we're kind of like in more
We're
of the
double now.
No, are we?
Yeah, this would be double OT.
Oh yeah. Okay, I completely lost track. So this would.
It's
be
okay,
double
John.
OT.
You only cast about 3 million of them in your time.
Yeah.
Mine's going.
Yeah.
Try to put you on to bed.
Yeah.
But let's see if anyone can do it. See if anyone can send him
Shut
off.
up, man. What is that?
Nouns. Getting the early advantage here. But Stu will trade it back.
Nicely done from Stu. Oh, look at that nade damage coming through against Flom and Stewie. They are so very low. And another one would do them in. Cynic has it. We'll see if he decides to toss it because Flom is dead. If that nade gets tossed down, we'll see. Cooper does in the meantime manage to give his team the advantage. Marky the only one on A. He's going to have to do a lot of damage. Oh, he can still do early. And he will go down to Truck Lover. That is a cracked, wide open. Mythic are going to get the plant, and it is going to be a long run for Cynic and B-Wills to come back into this one. I would say Cynic needs to drop the op and get a rifle in his hands because Truck Lover and Stu are so low. They don't know it, but it'll give them much better odds of going back and getting into the site if they even decide to do so, which they might not.
Really? They gotta know the health is low. I mean, I guess the nade damage is unconfirmed,
It's
but in a
unconfirmed,
2v3,
yeah.
this is wild to me that Nouns wouldn't be attempting this in overtime. B-Wills now gets the first, but Cynic's nowhere close at hand. Cynic's not even making a move to be close to this. What on earth? I mean, at this point, they don't have time, sure. But, not really sure I understand the idea of not going for this one. In a 2v5? Fine, sure. 2v3 with damage done. Interesting.
Very curious decision from Nouns. A lot of curious decisions in the overtimes from them. But Mythic are happy to oblige by taking a 19th round, looking to make it 20. We'll see if they can finally spread the scoreline by 2 rounds, which both teams have struggled to. I don't think either team has gotten to 2 rounds, right? Like, yeah. It's been back and forth so very many times. Nate's going to get tossed. Carson off the smoke. It doesn't reveal anything. So he's going to fall back, and there's Cooper. He has been quiet, but now he has awoken as he did on Vertigo, or he was just dominant, on Mirage the entire time. And in overtime, he was even more so, but he's back to his overtime ways here. Flashbang's going to get tossed. B-Wills has the Molotov ready. Still only 1 casualty on the round in the first 45 seconds, and that is Cynic.
Flom burning. Managed to get away from that one. There's a minute on the clock now. Mythic, they've gained top B. We're not actually sure that's where they want to end. Bomb still needs to be retrieved. We haven't really seen the tipping of the hand either way. And as Cooper continues to explore beyond mid, this might just be tipping their intentions. This is double pit setup. That's gonna be an interesting one. A little bit of a different look here. CJ playing in with Marky. Here comes the split. Carson can't help his teammate out. CJ's actually naded to oblivion early on, so now they know they're gonna be looking for Marky. They got the one, but Carson flying back through. His library spot was unknown. 15 seconds. Flom has to make the move, but blinded. How does he find it?
10 seconds.
Carson thought he was swinging. B-Will's just going to try and pull him off the plant. But nerves of steel from Flom. He'll get those numbers punched in, and now they're both low. Next bullet wins it. The pistol might do it, but B-Will's more ammo, more time, more chances, and he'll bring it tied once more.
Oh, goodness me. 19-19. B-Wills manages to win the clutch against the old guard Flom, who looked like he was pulling back the years with that attempt there. Like you said, the nerves of steel on that bomb plant. He wasn't being drawn off it for anyone or anything, but still can't clutch the round, even though the effort itself was impressive. All right. Let's see who will gain the edge. Still no 2-round lead for either side here in overtime. One of them gonna find one. Doesn't seem to matter which one goes back and gets that 20. All right, Cooper and Stu gonna get a couple to open things up here. That was nice. On opposite sides of the map to boot. He will come around, does nothing. CJ finds one. He's gonna get smoked off. And Nate could get another here. Oh, it doesn't get Cooper. He goes and survives with 3 HP.
And that's gonna be it.
Okay.
That's gonna be 20-19. We get another half switch here going on through. Mythic with the advantage once more. John, can they do it? Can they finally do it? Do you believe? Where are you at?
I'm at a point where I don't know who will take it, and I've given up trying to predict it. It's just been so back and forth with, even if a team manages to get a 2-round lead, I'm not convinced they'll be able to hold on to it.
Sure. Reasonable. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
At this point, at this juncture in time.
Whoa, double up.
Double off.
I haven't seen this for a while.
A lot of that. Stewie picking up the secondary as well. Did like the big green at times in his pro career. Let's see what Stu can do with the secondary.
Cooper staring down into Boiler, waiting for someone to try and jump at the window. It hasn't happened yet, but it feels like Carson's leaning into it. Yeah, Carson. Well, misses the jump. Maybe he'll give up on that. Marky ends up in the apartments anyway. Nate toss. Cynic takes some damage. Cooper exposed here.
That was risky.
Yeah.
The spam gives you away. It's just a light in the smoke, a beacon to your presence. As we'll be flashing a flashlight at him.
Yeah, so many more considerations in CS2 with that lighting.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty neat. Cooper wandering in, catches a player with util in hand. Perfect timing on that. Goes swinging for more. Maybe thought that was an isolated player, but whatever it is, he will be punished for it. But hate, the strike, might guys off Flom's position. One found. Flom sets up the trade as well, and it all falls to Cynic, who's just swinging in the open right into the fight, and hate is good for it. 2 chances, 1 round needed. Can Mythic finally bring this marathon game to its conclusion as we hit round 41?
Like I said, who knows?
Who knows?
Carson, Cynic, B-Will, CJ, the King, and Marky have been so very impressive this season. They've put up insane numbers, a lot of them leading the stats across several categories. But this one, this match, could determine whether they go undefeated on the season or not. Cynic, 36 frags. CJ, who did slow down a little bit on the previous map, is back to his usual ways. And I mean, we know how well he can entry. We'll see if he decides to lead the charge here. He's on the flank, though. He's setting up util instead.
For the moment, that's a huge kill from Cooper. Goes looking. Carson getting into the bedroom. Punished. Now that seems like it's going to funnel them towards B. The bomb's headed that way, at least, for the moment. Cynic trying to make this all work. Just finds himself on the business end of Cooper's own. This could be it. This could be done. Cooper looking to put this one to bed. Do no more. He's taking him to the precipice. He's taking them right to the edge of glory. Now his teammates need to carry them over the line. 50 seconds. Where's the bomb going to go? Seems like it's going to group with B-Wills. Top banana. Truck lover.
Not a bad decision.
Shifting off at the wrong moment. Stewie on the line with the op. Haven't seen it this game from Stu. He might get caught on the timing here. B-Wills is in. Oh, truck lover deleted. The truck is broken down.
No round
and
is safe.
What a turnabout this is.
I mean,
the bomb planted. John, this looking like it could be another Nouns round. There's little to fight back in for. A little bit of retake utility picked up by Flom, but they're going to have to fight. They're going to have to brawl. They're going to have to battle here in the church. It's all about this swing, and the swing is no good.
unbelievable. I mean, look, Cooper, I understand the reasoning behind going for that third, but let's say he falls back and doesn't try to fight again. Maybe we have the map over, the series over. But no, he overextends himself, goes down for the count, and then, I mean, just a fantastic execute onto the B site. The smoke good, the flash good. B-Will's taking a couple of frags and really ensuring that Nouns have a good foothold in the post plant to lock things down. So, like I said, 2 rounds, doesn't matter. Either way, these teams could go back and forth. We could see another overtime, which is very possible now. 21-20. Mythic still have a chance to close out this series. Otherwise, we're headed to the 4th overtime. And just to kind of add to my point about the diffuse kits, Mike, Mythic have bought them every single round. It hasn't made a difference on their buy-up at all. So again, I don't understand the reasoning behind Nouns in OT. I understand in regulation that logic, but OT, it's weird.
It's pretty marginal, yeah. It's going to make a difference in your setup.
So minor.
But so it goes.
Yep, just a small point there.
A valid one, John. Valid one. Cooper trying to hold the line. So wary of them pushing smokes for good reason.
"38 seconds, though. Nouns have to get a move on. They don't have a single frag, nor do they have the information."
No, they're going to fade back in towards this B hit. Molotov, new box. Molotov goes down, 25 seconds.
Jeez,
Is there anything else in the stall out utility here? No, they're dry. But the third player's rotating in. Cooper's going to be on the angle. There will be a smoke to cover him off.
Where are they going?
Needs to get around in towards church. No, they're committing. They're fully in. Marky's got a kill on the other side, but it just doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the input of this round. Bomb running out of time, running out of chances. They need to get it planted. They're going to be able to do so just barely. Not a second too soon, and Cooper overwhelmed means it's all on the hate to try and close this game out, to try and keep us off of what, quad OT? Hate will not be able to do so. We're going to overtime number 4. We're going to quad OT.
Wow. When it rains, it pours.
Overtimes.
Rain and overtimes. Yeah, exactly. Goodness me. I mean, in the series, this is our 6th overtime. Ay, ay, ay. Nouns pulling back 2 rounds in a row. And as predicted, the 2-round gap, not relevant. Not in this series. Oh boy, who will get that? I think you need 3-round gap, right? That's enough. Maybe? I don't know. Flashbang gets tossed right down the middle. It is impossible to say.
Impossible to say here, John. We will go until we don't anymore.
Exactly.
We are here for this. This battle of giants. As Nouns look to keep their undefeated season undefeated, and Mythic look to improve to a 4-4 record. Wait, 5-3 record.
What?
What's their record?
They're 4-6 right now, Mike.
Oh, there we go. I got the numbers entirely wrong.
Who's
It's been
the
a long
old one
time since I
now?
looked at the standings.
Who's the old one now?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. I'm about to turn 30, man. I'm old. I'll admit it.
Well, I just happened to have it written down, so
It's convenient.
Yes.
I did not have it handy. Through the smoke goes CJ. Not going to get that, but the trade is there still. This is looking like a bang on Mythic round.
Looking like. Will it be? I don't know. 39 seconds left. B-Wills moving up with the AWP in hand. Hate has a really good angle to counter both players. Bomb is supporting. Bomb's gonna go down. Hate gets one and the second. That angle pays off perfectly. And the 22nd round picked up by the Mythic squad. They needed that, a little while ago. Would have helped, but
they got it
as
here.
is usually the case, you only find it when it's too late.
They got the important round. 22. In Quad OT. That's the most important round. Everyone says this.
Really?
22nd,
Does someone
22nd
actually
round
say
win.
that?
Yeah, when you're playing triple overtime, winning round 43, that's a strategically relevant round. Everyone knows it. Look at these nades. Look at the damage that are being done. It's because they didn't win round 43.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
Oh,
that's
but
why.
the kills, the trades are good. Not as good as they could be. Molotov down. Smoke's going to come in. They're looking to take the site.
One
There's
nade
no
can
one to
kill them all.
defend. That nade, oh my god, it could have done it. Instead, it just finds Marky. Still so impactful. There's another HE on Hate. Problem is he's in pit. So that won't work. And CJ, oh boy, doesn't need any help to click your head. At this point, I think they're pretty aware that both players are on site. Oh, the fade through for Flom. This is ambitious. Flashbang to set him up. Nearly gets the player. Knows it's new box. Molotov will burn him. Kill comes in, but no, it's CJ. 3 kills, all at 17 points of health. CJ has once again stepped to the fore for his team to keep them fighting.
Wow.
You know, they say round 43 important, but even more important, 44.
Yeah, I think 44 is the key one, right? So it's not just 43, now it's 44. I'd say 45 is even more important than 43 or 44.
Wow. It's almost like bigger number, better person.
Yeah.
Better round. Bigger number, better round.
There you
Everyone
go.
says this. Nade on. B-Wills tagged up. Fragged up. Not quite yet. But here the kills come around. Nouns looking for a little bit of space, a little bit of opening, a little bit of room to wiggle themselves on and slither into the site. Just a little snake. Oh, it's a flashbang though. That snake, it's got its head cut off. Cynic's down for the count in this round. Great flash, great punish.
Ooh, good response from Marky, taking down Cooper from the apartments. Hate's got to keep his head on the swivel here because he's got to watch lane and apartments, and he gets only one. CJ trades him out with a lot of damage done. That could help Flom here, but no, Marky takes him down as well. 3v2, Smoke gonna get tossed, bomb planted, Truck Lover on his way back to the site, pops the smoke. And he's looking for something, but finds nothing. Marky tucks into cover just in the nick of time, Mike.
Stewie creeping forward. Trying to find this. He's the key
B-Wills.
piece, but B-Will's got his flank, and
That is a lift.
should end this. Indeed. It's all on a Truck Lover with no health. He's going to give it a try, of course. There's no reason not to. But it's not going to happen. A lead for Nouns as we swap sides once more. Tick, 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 tick. Has the 10-second timer sound grown on you, John?
Yeah, a little bit. I think I'm okay with it now. It doesn't really bother me anymore. I think it's... What about you?
No, I am. I'm also fine with it.
Yeah.
I think it grew on me literally like the second time I heard it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, no, this is actually fine.
Yeah. As soon as... I think after the previous match ended, when the patch came through, right when we were casting, and then I heard it while I was playing, I was like, you know what? Fine. Good. Let's go. Nothing to be worried, nothing to be bothered about, I'd say.
The only thing I'm concerned about is how it's going to sound on like a big sound system in a stadium.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like it might just sound a little rinky-dinky compared to the that they do with like the lights and the screens and the LED screens and the stuff they do.
I think with a good sound engineer, you'll be fine. Though.
Oh, I'm sure the geniuses who set up all those crazy stages will figure out a way to make it good. The true heroes of esports, all the people who make arena shows look dope.
Yes, sir.
Carson finds the sweet spot in the pocket of those two Molotovs, but it's Cooper who strikes first. CJ, not the king this round. And Truck Lover strikes next. Now we go. It's looking good for Mythic. It's looking like we might be all knotted up once more, all on the marquee. On the site, Reinforcements headed his way, and actually having pulled that rotation, look at this, with 50 seconds, Mythic are rotating back. They're grouping for this B hit. Carson's about to have his hands full. He is solo dolo. Backed by Nubox. No Molotov to dig him out, though. They have to do this the hard way. It's like a tick in the back of the sight. He's not wanting to let go, and he's getting his ounce of blood. But eventually, the big old tweezers of Cooper come on in. Rip him from their hide. And now the bomb is planted and ticking away. Marky and B-Wills. Can they make this retake happen? Can they secure another series point? Making no secret of their position as B-Wills. He knows they got to get a move on. Marky has a kit, at least. Player and Pool, they're giving nothing away, and that's Cooper. Setting up the crossfire one way or another. This was always going to be Mythic, and now we are tied up again as round 46 draws to a close.
Wow. Oh, uh-oh. That's a timeout call, and it's not of the tactical nature. We'll see what's going on now.
One Nouns player, 200 ping, but we're good. We're back in. It's going live again in a moment.
Me. Like, imagine we're sitting here on a tech pause with such a crazy OT going on. It would just, come on, we got to keep it going. Who cares? 200 ping? Send it. Send it. 46 rounds expired. Sending it into round number 47, we are. Again,
We are indeed.
I don't know who's going to get that edge. It feels like the T side has been far more effective for both teams than the defensive side right now, though.
It's the beauty of the CS2. The beauty of it. I know everyone in production right now is finding it very beautiful indeed, I'm sure.
I don't know about that.
They love overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Big fans.
Huge.
Let's see what we got here. Heavy lean for Nouns early on. It was for A, and it's the right read. Cynic's got a tag on Cooper, but not a kill. Oh, B-Wills peeks out, but a little offset on the aim. Flashbang is good. Just a little late for B-Wills to be able to capitalize. They're backing off. Having seen B-Wills come over, they might read that it's light of presence on B. Carson seemed wary that a player could get through spawn. He still is. Gonna get some sort of util down right now. They might just go through this. They're gonna go through it. Oh, Carson's in a tough spot. Flashbang's good, though. Maybe a little too good. I think it was a Mythic flashbang, but now it all falls to Flom. That nade doesn't quite disperse the smoke as much as they were hoping. There's two smokes there, I believe. Put the bomb down, and Flom gonna fight into Banana. Oh, but he is held for. CJ well positioned, and so will be Nouns to secure a series point. 25 sees this series and sees Nouns take this dub. But if Mythic get one more, John, if Mythic get one more round, we go again.
I think Nouns, it's been Mythic the last 2 OTs that have had the series point, and Nouns, did they have it in the first OT? I can't remember. This might be their first time in overtime.
I could not tell you.
All right. Well,
We've entered the point where a round enters my head and exits it.
all right, fair enough. Well, Nouns do have a chance. we know that right now to secure this series with a victory here. Will they pull out all the stops on the defensive end, or can Mythic break on through, claw their way onto a bomb site, and push us to a quintuple overtime? Cynic gets the opener onto Flom with the AWP, 5v4 in favor of Nouns. That's a fantastic start as Mythic group up for what could be another A hit. I do see Stewie backing off towards Banana, so maybe he's trying to poke and prod and see what's possible to gain there, or perhaps just make some noise and draw Nouns in that direction. One player slips through. In fact, 2. Cooper, along with Hate, are into bracket, and Marky's got Util out. He has to be careful. He didn't spot anyone either.
Just trying to jump spot this right now, but you're right. He hasn't seen anything. They're wary that it could be short, but oh, Cynic, I think, may have just caught a pixel. Molotov down. Slow this down for the moment. Actually, they're going to abandon and go back towards B, but a smoke up there. They're being stymied everywhere.
Yeah.
So back into mid they go. It seems like Mythic doesn't know where they want to take this. They don't know what they want to do. Time is starting to become a serious issue here. There's another Molotov on Carson. There's a flash as well.
28 seconds.
Util coming over. He's going to drop the molly. This is going to be such a problem. Is there another smoke for it? There's no smoke for it. They have to go through the molly. They're going to wait this molly. They're in such trouble now.
You can't. Go.
They've got no time. They got to commit. The flashbang's lethal. The bodies are dropped, and this one's looking done. Cooper and Truck Lover in 8 seconds, ticking off the clock, grains of sand falling through their fingers, and it took so long. It took so many rounds. It took 48 rounds of play. But Nouns do what we suspected they would all along. They keep their undefeated season going, albeit a lot more of a struggle and a strain than was ever expected in a matchup with